Hello, my name is Beck and welcome to my spoiler-free review of The Black Prism by Brent Weeks. The Black Prism is about Gavin Guile, who is the most powerful man in this world. Gavin is what's known as the Prism, and it is his job to preserve the peace in this world. Obviously that doesn't happen, otherwise we wouldn't really have a story. Apart from being a powerful political figure, Gavin also has power over all of the light spectrum, which means he can draft any of the colours. Drafting is the magic system in this book, and not everyone can draft, but for the people who can, their average is about 1 to 3 colours. Drafting is when a character envisions a colour and then transmutes it into a tangible force, almost like a resin, and then they can use that however they want. Mostly it's used for combat. So not only do we follow this prism named Gavin Guile, we also follow this young boy named Kip. Kip's village ends up getting attacked by soldiers, and to defend himself he accidentally drafts for the first time. And I'm aware that lots of people disliked Kip because he's kind of an unlikable character, but I really enjoyed reading from him. Granted, he's a bit of a turd and he's an awkward teenager, and he's also really flawed as well. Additionally, he's also a very horny teenage boy and he doesn't have any street smarts at all. Gavin the Prism is very flawed as well, and a lot of the plot twists in this story threw me for 6. I loved it, and I loved the range of characters and their uniqueness and the fact that they were not always right. That's what kept me reading, and I really enjoyed this. The way this book is written is in third person, but we also get a direct insight into a character's innermost thoughts. I listened to the audiobook and I found that the narration was easy to keep track of and very casual. I think this is actually a great stepping stone for anyone who wants to go into high fantasy from maybe reading young adult fantasy. The tone is very casual and the magic system is complicated, but the way it's written, it easily breaks it down so you understand everything. Just as a side note, I listened to the audiobook, but my partner Dave actually read the physical book, and I didn't notice, but apparently there were several sections that did a bit of info dumping. I feel like in the audiobook that is easier to forgive because someone is reading the story to you rather than you having to slog through every page yourself. So I didn't really notice that. And just quickly, I think I need to mention it because people will probably comment about it, but apparently I've heard different people in mixed opinions saying that this book is sexist, and I wanted to point out that Elliot Brooks, another booktuber, has done an awesome book talk, and the first more than half of the video is spoiler free, so you can go and check that out. I'll link it above and below for you. I don't know why, but maybe it's because the characters were so messy and flawed, but the little bits of sexism I did see in these character perspectives didn't dissuade me from loving this book. Don't get me wrong, I did roll my eyes a bit at Kip's horny inner monologue and the descriptions sometimes that were for the women in this story, but overall I love this book and I gave it a 5 out of 5 stars. This definitely has flaws, but overall the writing style, the unique characterization, and the world building really kept me intrigued, and I can't wait to finish the rest of this series on audiobook. So overall, if you like flawed characters and a complex magic system, then this book is definitely for you. Thank you so much for watching this spoiler-free review of The Black Prism. If you've read it or if you haven't, please comment down below and let me know. I would love to hear from you. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye!